Okay, so thank you everybody for joining us today. I'm just going to mute everybody. I think I will be the one with the noisiest environment today. They're vacuuming they're cleaning the carpets or something outside. But thank you for joining us. It's June the 19th. Here we're coming into the solstice. So let's begin with our centering practice, just to ground and center and come back into our bodies. As 9:30 Pacific time started coming around, I could sense the excitement for all of us coming together as a community again. So I think just taking that time to come into our bodies and to connect with the earth and to come into our central channels will just help to settle that a little bit right now. So feel your connection to the earth. Probably through your feet and your buttocks. And just get a sense of the depth, the openness, and the vastness of the earth underneath you. And feel some of that stability and strength, that calmness, that groundedness. Feel how that's not separate from you, how that is never separate from you, and how that permeates your being right now. And from that sense of stability and support from the earth underneath you, there's a natural lengthening of your spine. From the tailbone all the way up through the crown of your head, feeling a natural drawing back through the back of your head, the backs of your ears, drawing back over your shoulders, space between your teeth, your tongue floating in your mouth, your elbows just dropped directly under your shoulders, not too far forward, not to pull you forward, or too far back to pull you back. And just landing in your body and feeling that sense of spaciousness and openness along your central channel, along the back of your spine, behind your spine. That sense of spaciousness that is your basic goodness, not as in good and bad, but your awakened nature, your openness that is always there, no matter what is going on in your life. That sense of openness is always present. And then let a very gentle attention rest on your breath coming into your belly. There's nothing you need to do here. Your breath naturally comes into your lower belly, that space between your perineum and your navel, right in the middle. So just attend to your breath as it naturally comes into your lower belly. And then staying connected to the earth underneath you, staying in your body, staying connected to your inherent openness, your awakened nature through your central channel, And then that gentle attention on your breath, which naturally just comes into your lower belly. Just notice how the words of our mantra land for you today. No right or wrong for this, just how it lands for you today. Remembering I am intrinsically good without exception, and that I have been given this precious opportunity of my unique life. I find ways to engage in daily practice in my everyday life. When I open to the vastness, stillness, silence, peace, and stability of the earth, that vastness, stillness, silence, peace, and stability opens into my body and being. Remembering that my heart is open, tender, and responsive, I enter into my relationships as part of my daily practice in my everyday life. Noticing how that feels in your body. And then you can make the transition back to our circle here to receive the teachings this morning. This month we're focusing on the 3 ways of knowing, and the 3 ways of knowing are about hearing the teachings, contemplating the teachings, and then knowing the teachings through meditation. And today I really wanted to focus in on, what it means to be able to hear the teachings. That, just going back to, I've been reflecting on this first part of our mantra, this precious opportunity of our unique life, coming right back to the fact that, we all have access to the teachings here. Each and every one of you here have access to teachings, and you are not here by mistake. There were a particular set of conditions and circumstances that led you here, and it's no mistake that you are here, that you are connected to me as a teacher, to this lineage of teachings, and to these particular teachings that you are hearing today, that you've heard over the last, however long you've been a member, however long you've been a student. It could be 5 days, 5 weeks, 5 years. Some of you have even been around for the full 8 years. Each one of us have been given access to teachings and a teacher. And, I think because the access is so easy, sometimes it's easy to look at it as common as putting shoes on our feet each morning, or, washing our face, And I'm here to tell you it's not. Our own human situation is incredibly rare and fortunate. Each one of us has been led here. It's our own life that's led us here. It's an incredible set of circumstances that's led us here. That's led us here to these teachings, to this incredible community, and to the lives that we're leading with the set of circumstances that we find ourselves in that allow us to have access to internet so that we can stream videos, audio, the fact that we can read books together, and really practice whatever yoga and meditation practices that strike our fancy whenever we want, from the comfort of our own homes, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And more than that, we have access to teaching talk after teaching talk that you can attend like this live, or recorded for you if, that doesn't fit into your schedule, on whatever device is most convenient for you, because, Tim always makes sure that we provide a YouTube link, we provide an audio link, we provide an Amazon S3 link. So, if it's not convenient for you to listen to it on your computer or whatever device, you can download it and listen to it on an audio device, so you can listen to it while you're commuting or walking or whatever. You know, this is an incredible opportunity that you have to engage with teachings that will allow you to grow, to awaken, to connect with yourself, to connect with the earth that we inhabit, and to connect with our fellow human beings. And, you know, you have a teacher who's willingly showing up each day, and you have an incredible leadership team, you know, who volunteer their time each day, each week, each month, and are committed to our mission of practicing daily so that we can connect with ourselves, so that we can connect with our earth, and so that we can connect with each other. And we have an incredible community who is also very dedicated to the same mission. So to be connected with a teacher who is willing to meet with you in person each week, who's willing to respond to you each time you write a post or send me a message, is really rare and uncommon. Not everybody has these experiences or opportunities. Not everybody knows that these kind of opportunities are available, or even has access to the internet or time. You know, each one of you who are here has some kind of level of time that allows you to get out of the basic day in and day out survival, that allows you to have space for a spiritual practice in your life. You know, there are many people in the world that do not have access to teachers. And it is important not to squander this opportunity with excuses of being too busy or letting yourself off the hook in one way or another. You have something incredibly valuable here. And you have something that is allowing you to connect with your own awakened nature, that allows you to appreciate the preciousness of your own human life in a very deep way. And this is highly unusual. So on retreat this past week, each day we chanted to two protectors, Ritro Gampo and Kurukula. And Ritro Gampo would help us from getting too arrogant and full of ego pride about our practice, so that we didn't start to think that our practice was, you know, making us special or more special than anybody else. And then on the other hand, Kurukula would remind us just how beautiful and special our lives and our practice are. That our access to teachings was special and a thing of abundance in our lives. And she would help to remove all of the obstacles that got in the way of our thinking, or even in the way of physical things, things like illness, things like household responsibilities, any kind of obstacles that would keep us from thinking, believing, or getting in the way, so that we could attend to our beautiful practice. Hearing the teachings from a teacher with whom you have a personal connection is a gift. Having access to these live classes, live and then afterwards through recording, our book club, the teachings in the yoga classes that are filmed for you and then available from now until infinity, from 24/7, new ones available each week. These are a precious offering in your life. And being able to contemplate these teachings within the encouragement of a community like this is an incredible blessing. You are not here by mistake. There were a particular set of conditions and circumstances that led you here. And this is a lavish and generous opportunity in your unique and precious life. So I know a lot of you were wanting to know where my thoughts were at upon returning from retreat, and that is it. So I open the floor to all of you now to ask questions, to respond to the teachings, and to introduce yourselves before we go into our meditation for today. So I will Find my mouse first. Unmute you all.
I start. Hi everyone, I'm Linda. I'm connecting from Rotterdam, Netherlands, and I want to thank you, Melissa, for your teachings and for bringing the awareness of this special opportunity where we are as a community, but also in my life. A lot of noise outside.
Thanks, Linda.
I'm Paige, and I'm in Italy. And I agree with what Linda just said. I'm a little bit choked up by the teachings, and I thank you. And we're glad you're home.
Thanks, Paige.
I'm Ivy, and I'm in New York State, and I was thinking this morning how amazing it is that you offer this live class twice a day on Mondays, because you know, I can't imagine anybody else doing that. You know, I could see somebody offering it maybe once a week, but twice in one day is a lot. I'm grateful for that, because I can't always make the same one. And I'm grateful for the chance to be together with all of these wonderful friends. And I'm grateful that we were able, while I'm glad to have you home, I'm grateful that we had a wonderful leadership team in place for this last week, and they did an awesome job. I think we got a lot out of it. So that gave me heart to see that there was so much support there for everybody. So thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Lucille and I'm in Toronto. I'm very grateful also for these teachings, and I realize they're so powerful that it's really helping me on a spiritual level to connect to like my own spiritual guides and my angels and all that. And I know it sounds kind of airy-fairy to say that, but I just feel so good about the decisions that I am making day to day, and I'm feeling my spiritual guides and the teachings help to support that. And when I miss being here live, I really have to be patient to wait for it to come in the recording, and I hate waiting, so I really try to get here live. I think it makes such a difference just to be able to hear it with everyone else who is present. Thanks.
I'm Jenny. I'm in California. Okay. I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine. Go ahead, Jenny.
Go ahead, Jane. I'm sorry.
No.
Go Jenny, then Jean.
I just wanted to say I'm grateful for everything you do here in the community as well, Melissa, and I'm happy to have you back.
I'm Jane, I'm from the UK, and I'm really grateful to you and to everybody else, and the difference that this has made to my life and the directions that I've gone in. It's just incredible, and without it, it wouldn't have happened. So thank you very much.
My name's Jackie. I'm connecting from Spain, and welcome back, Melissa. Your teachings really resonated today with me. I tend to listen to the teachings more than once on the recording, so it was good to hear this teaching again. So I think you have touched on it briefly in another session, but thank you. It was very touching.
Hello, I'm Michelle from the UK, and I just want to offer my heartfelt thanks as well, and echo all that everybody else has said. I'm so grateful for all the teachings and all that you share, and for the wonderful community here. And it has made a massive difference to my life. So deep bows and thank you very much.
I'm Petra, and I would love to say something more unique, but no, I'm very grateful also. And also for you, Melissa, for the leaders that show up all the time, and in the forums on the today's class, everything, and also Tim, who's in the background working hard, making things, making all the technical things work to get us together. It's easy to take for granted things that are easy. We have access to this amazing community, and Melissa, your commitment's incredible. And I even mentioned this morning to my partner Babak, and I mentioned just how involved you are with the students, and you don't have to be. There's all these wonderful resources, and the amount that you put in is incredible. It's incredible, and extremely grateful, and I'm so happy that I get to be a part of that. And he's amazed too. He's at the amount of value that you provide, and definitely the leaders. You guys are incredible. Also, I've said incredible too many times, but it's just the way it is. So thanks to all of you who are working hard to make that happen. And it is easy to take for granted when it's just there, but over and over again, I come back and I'm amazed, and I'm so happy to be able to have found this through the meetup that we Melissa. That was really lucky.
Yeah, that was an interesting connection.
Yeah. So grateful. Thank you very much.
Nancy's echoing all of your sentiments in the chat. So, the point of this talk was not to ask all of you to shower me with accolades. I hope you know that. I feel myself getting emotional here. I just have such a deep love for these teachings and for this practice. And I realize the tricks that our minds can play on us. And there's a moment on the retreat when I was standing in front of this altar for, which protector did I say it was? Curricula. And, just having that realization of just how, because the only reason I was on the retreat was because all of you felt that I was deserving to be there, and then some, all of you paid for me to be there. And so there's that really real moment of recognizing just how every moment in my life, every condition and every circumstance and every person that had come into my life had led me to be able to have that experience. And that was really, and just how special that was. And just to be able to open to that and allow that, to allow that in. I think we can kind of play tricks with ourselves and our minds and, think, we don't have what we need to make this journey. We don't have the support. And it's just not true. It's just not true. On this retreat, every circumstance in condition in your life has led you here and is perfect in every way for your path of transformation. And Neil was talking about how when he started studying with Reggie 20 years ago, how all there was, he would go to Colorado and do, I don't know, like a week or a weekend, I don't know, or, study with Reggie, and then be gone again for a year, and all there was one book. That was the extent of the support. And what is available to you here is infinitely more. Infinitely more. It's like Reggie says, sometimes we sit at a banquet starving and fail to reach out and eat what's right in front of us, So this is the preciousness of our unique life. And, there's just such a beauty to what is available to us if we're only willing to open to it. So let's practice. So go ahead and lie down on your backs. You're going to lie down with your knees bent and your feet flat on the floor, adjusting the position of your feet so that you can relax, so that there's no strain in your low back. So you can connect with the earth. There's no strain in your low back, no strain in your psoas. And place your hands on your low belly, so your elbows are heavy on the ground. Close your eyes so there's an inward focus. And feel your 2 feet, the 2 sides of your buttocks, your mid-back, your 2 shoulder blades, your 2 elbows and the back of your head on the ground. And feel the earth underneath you. Feel its solidity and support, and just feel how your body settles into that. Allow yourself to relax into the earth, feeling the support of the earth underneath you, and allow yourself to relax into it. Allow yourself to be open and receptive to this continual support, to this continual nourishment. So this position in your body we come into again and again to let us release whatever tension our body is carrying and surrender it back into the earth. And this beautiful connection that we have with the earth, it lets us surrender so that we don't have to hold ourselves anymore. So we're going to begin with your feet, breathing into your big toes. Feeling your big toes, breathe into all the pores of your big toes. Feeling your big toes on both feet and just see what you notice. What sensations are there? And each day your experience is going to be different. Part of learning to attend well means that some days you're going to feel a lot. Some days you're going to open your awareness so completely that you'll be able to sense even the most minuscule amount of sensation or tension. So you're just feeling into more and more of what sensations are present. And knowing that we have plenty of time together. So there's no rush. Give yourself the gift of time now, knowing that we are not in a rush. Let yourself take this time to tune into the sensations, subtle or not so subtle. Maybe even things that you didn't even know were there. Breathing into your big toes, noticing tension, maybe holding, maybe gripping. And as you open into the awareness of your big toes, you'll find that without doing anything at all, that tension begins to release and relax and drain down into the earth. And then you're going to breathe into your second toe, knowing that there's no rush. We have plenty of time, exploring all the various parts and dimensions of your second toe, letting yourself relax and uncover whatever tension or holding or gripping might be there. And notice as you open to that, it begins to release and relax all on its own. And the energy goes down and into the earth. And then the middle toes. You breathe into the middle toes, breathing through the pores, feeling your middle toes. Connecting with whatever sensations you find. And as you uncover sensation, notice that it begins to release and dissolve and let go. And sometimes it may not release and dissolve and let go. It might just hang on, and that's okay too. As you begin to do this, you may find that elsewhere in your body, things want to relax and let go. And that's because of all the meridians in your body. All of these meridians run through your feet. And as you start to let go of tension in your feet, you're relaxing your entire body. Then you come into your fourth toe. And you're breathing into your fourth toe. Feel the tension and allow it to dissolve. And then feeling into your baby toe. Feeling the tension and holding and gripping. And notice underneath that there's a part of that that wants to release and let go. So now you're coming into the ball of your foot, feeling the tension in the ball of your foot. And then just noticing how that tension begins to let go. Moving up into the roof of the foot, feeling the tension, feeling the holding, the gripping, and then noticing the softening. Moving down from the roof of the foot into the arch of the foot, feeling the front and the back, the middle and the sides. Feeling that gripping and holding on. Feeling the interior density of your foot, all the little crossroads and heavy masses of tension. Just breathing into it, noticing where there's holding on and gripping. Feeling into it, breathing. And allowing the release to happen where the release wants to happen. And then coming into the outside band of your foot, from your baby toe to your heel. Feeling that band of tension. And then letting it dissolve and melt down into the earth. And then coming into your heel and your ankle bones, the interior of your ankle, feeling the density, feeling the tension, knowing that you have plenty of time, knowing that your practice is cumulative. Each time you practice, you're building on the practice that you did before. You're building a baseline for feeling sensation, for releasing tension. Feel the front of your ankle. And then coming into your foot as a whole. Relaxing all the tension in your foot, allowing it to melt and dissolve down into the earth. And then putting your awareness into your lower leg, your shin bone, the muscles on the outside of your shin bone, the interior of your lower leg, your calf muscle from behind your knees all the way down to your Achilles. Feeling the tension, feeling the density, feeling the tightness. Giving yourself time to sense each part of your lower leg. Breathing into the tension, letting it release down. And then the knees. So the knee caps, the layers underneath the kneecaps, the interior of the knees, the inside of the knees, the outside of the knees, feeling the bound upness, the holding, and let that slide down through your lower legs, through your feet, and into the earth. So that your whole lower leg, your knees, your ankles, your feet, everything in this part of your body is releasing, letting go into the earth. And then you're going to feel your connection between your buttocks on either side of the earth. Feel the way they connect with the earth, Breathe into your buttocks and allow this connection to become more complete by relaxing, letting go, surrendering. Notice the gripping, notice the holding on, and release. Let go of that tension. Feeling this access point to the earth. Feeling the sit bones, feeling the pelvis bones, the pelvic bones themselves. Feeling the tension held in this part of your body. The pubic bone and the tailbone, feeling the tightness, the holding on. Coming right into your pelvic floor. Your anal region, your genitals, your perineum, feeling the tension and the holding on, and allow yourself to release and let go. Going slowly, listening to your body, opening, relaxing the sides of your pelvis, the sides of your hips, your lower belly. And then bringing your awareness to your upper legs. And let the tension from your upper legs, the density of the quadricep muscles all the way from your knees to the hip flexors that wrap right across the top of your pelvis, the backs of your legs, your inner thighs, your outer thighs. Noticing where there's tightness and gripping and holding on, and know that it doesn't have to be this way. You don't have to hold on any longer. You can release and let go, letting that tension drain down through your buttocks and into the earth. And then coming to your mid-back, the base of your ribs, the bottom of your sternum, the bottom ribs, feeling their connection to the earth. Breathing in, feeling the sensations in the ribs themselves, on the interior of the ribs, at the base of the lungs. Feeling into the tension. And then allowing that to release down through the side ribs, through the side body, letting the tension drift back, melt down through your mid-back and into the earth. And then allowing yourself to travel up through the chest, through the rib cage, through the mid-chest, through the layers of the lungs, feeling the tension, and just letting that tension, that holding, letting that energy sink down through the mid-back, releasing down through the midpoint of the back, touching the earth, through the side body, through the rib cage. And feel that part of your body softening, melting, and letting go. And then feel your shoulder blades resting on the ground. Let your awareness come right into your shoulder blades from their connection to the earth, and then travel in through the layers right into the interior of your body and your upper back. Inside your body, and then travel up through the layers, up to the upper lobes of the lungs, up through the layers to your collarbones. A lot of tension, a lot of holding here, feeling the sensations, feeling the tension. And then allowing all that tension to just release and travel down through your shoulder blades and into the earth. And then feeling your elbows heavy on the ground. Letting the tension from your fingers, your hands, your wrists, your lower arms just drain down through the elbows. And then again, all the tension from your shoulders and your upper arms go down through your elbows and into the earth. And then your head, feeling your head heavy on the ground, feeling the tension in your forehead, in the skin, in the lines, the space between your eyebrows. Let that tension just dissolve down through the back of your head and into the earth. Feeling how your brain just sits so far forward in your head, so much tension in your brain. And allow that to soften, to rest back, to sink back into the earth. So nothing to do, nothing to think right now. Just let it soften, rest back into your head. Allow all the tension to dissolve, let go, back into the earth, melt, release, dissolve. And also your eyes, feel how far forward they sit, almost bulging out of your head. Let the energy drop back, sink back into your eye sockets. Tension dissolving, releasing, melting, letting go. And again, your jaw, your teeth, tongue floating, relaxing, cheeks, your whole face melting, ears dropping back. So breathing into your body as a whole, feeling for any remaining layers of tension. And as you breathe out, follow that tension down into the earth. So breathing into your body. And as you breathe out, follow the tension down into the earth. And continue to do that. So you breathe in. And as you breathe out, tension releases down into the earth. And then you just stay in the earth. Allow your awareness to rest in the stability, the openness of the earth. So you don't come back up, you let your awareness abide in the earth. Breathing in, breathing out, let your awareness drop and open. On the in-breath, you're going to stay in the earth. And on the out-breath, you're going to open and let your awareness drop down a little bit further. So breathing in, letting yourself relax and surrender completely, breathing out, letting your awareness drop and open. And notice the deeper your awareness goes down into the earth, the more relaxed your body is on the surface. Just be with the sensations in the earth. Feel. Each time you breathe out, sense a sensation of opening, relaxing, dropping. And when you sense a sensation of a barrier or not being able to go any further, just let go and begin again. Let your awareness drop and open. Don't worry too much about how far down you go. You're just going to drop and open. Stay with the sensations and feelings of being there. You're going to hang out there. It's like descending like a snowflake or like a feather falling. So you're dropping and opening, falling and falling, opening to this warm, reassuring space. Breathing out, opening and dropping. Noticing where there's a tendency to hold back. And just notice that and let yourself open and drop again. Feeling the vast openness, spaciousness. Falling, falling, falling. Opening, opening, opening. Going deeper, deeper, and deeper. And your body is completely relaxed on the surface as your awareness descends further and further, like a feather falling or a snowflake dropping. Just continue to notice and feel and sense how it feels here in the depths. Stay open to the sensations and feelings. Allow your body to open to the sensations of it on the surface. Normally our awareness is on the surface, all wound up, gripping in the body on the surface. And right now we are in the depths, hanging out in the depths, in the stillness, in the vastness. Opening up to something much greater here. Opening up to the totality of our being. Notice how much more relaxed you are. Notice the sense of emptiness and peacefulness. Notice the sense of this reassuring space. Notice how everything is accepted and accommodated here. And just continue to breathe out, open, and drop a little bit more. And then staying connected with the depths of the earth underneath you, with the depths of your own awakened nature, with the depths of your being. Going to very slowly roll to your side. Pause there for a moment so that you stay connected with the depths. Stay connected with the earth. And then make your way up to a seated position. We're going to sit together for a little bit here. So come to a seated position, whatever seated configuration you're going to take today, whether it be cross-legged, sitting in a chair, kneeling, and sit in such a way that you stay connected with the earth underneath you. Feel your buttocks relax and settle into your cushion. Connect with the earth underneath you. Make sure that your pelvis is higher than your knees, that your knees relax, that your thighs are relaxed, your psoas is relaxed, that there's no strain in your lower body. Feel the vastness, the openness, the stability of the earth underneath you. And from that sense of connection of the earth underneath you, you're going to feel this natural rising of your spine. Your spine naturally arises and lengthens out through the crown of your head. There's a drawing back through the back of your head. Your ears draw back over your shoulders. Space between your teeth, your tongue floats in your mouth. Your elbows are directly underneath your shoulders so that they're not pulling you too far forward or too far back. And take a moment now to rock a little bit forward, rock a little bit back, and side to side so that you can find that sense of openness and connection to the earth, spaciousness along your back line. So find your center. And then there's a gentle attention and noticing how your breath comes into your lower belly, that space between your perineum and your navel. Staying connected to the vastness of the earth underneath you. Feeling the breath coming into the lower belly. And just notice how your lower belly and your pelvis begins to relax around all of that. Relax and open. There's nothing that you need to do. This is just something that will naturally start to happen the more you attend to what's already happening. So where is your attention? Check in with your posture. Where is your head? Draw your ears back over your shoulders. Is your spine in alignment? Let there be a gentle attention on your breath coming into your lower belly. Are you aware of your connection to the earth underneath you? Let yourself become so still, so connected with your posture, so relaxed in your posture that your attention opens completely naturally to the breath in your belly. And just quietly attends to the way that it comes into your belly. And then feel how your belly relaxes and opens around that. Your body is completely relaxed, and yet there's an integrity to the posture of meditation. There's the support from the earth underneath you. Your spine is long. The back of your head is long. There's an energy drawing up through the crown of your head, drawing your ears back. There's a tremendous amount of relaxation coming from the space between your teeth and your tongue floating in your mouth that just allows you to be here, to be present to the way your breath is naturally coming into your lower belly. You don't have to do anything at all. You just are attending to what already is alive for you. make something happen is to impose a kind of aggression on your practice. So we learn to attend well. Just opening to the way the breath comes into the lower belly, noticing the way the lower belly relaxes and opens around that. Feeling the openness and the vastness of the earth underneath us. The spine is long. Okay, when you're ready, Start to make your transition back to our circle. Okay, so you have any questions or comments about this practice or your practice in general? We have a few moments, and I will open up the floor for that for you now.
Since we added the breath just below the navel, that concept of there being that space there, and it's been a few weeks, I guess, that we've been doing that. I'm amazed at the difference that it makes. I was breathing into the belly, but not like this, and it's made so much more space. There was so much tension in that area that I didn't realize I had. This.
Oh, jeez. Feet over there.
Thanks, Ivy.
For me, the space within the earth and the space in my body is the one and the same. It appears to be the same space. And in my practice, that's really changed. And I love the last two videos you did on embodied asana practice. And I feel that every time now when I'm practicing, I'm connecting with the space in my body a lot more. And the space seems to be so vast.
Mm.
That was a really profound practice for me. I was able to go deeper into the earth. Actually, I was able to go into the earth. I've only ever kind of like, whoop, whoop. I was able to go deep. I was able to sustain it. I was able to sustain it in seated practice, not the depth, but the connection. And right at the end there, I got a phone call that wouldn't go away. My dad and my stepmom were supposed to come and visit, and their passports expired too soon. And so I just got the very disappointing news that they're not coming. And yet I'm still connected to the earth, which is a good thing, because otherwise I'd be taking on a tremendous amount of time. Thank you for the practice.
Yeah, I really feel the sadness in that page. Jackie, you look like a completely different person.
In what way?
Your face has changed completely.
Wow. I found that I was fine. I struggled with the seated practice. I found a lot of frustration coming up for me when I didn't find it easy to attend to the breath in my belly, and found, quite a lot of frustration coming up for me around that. But I sat with it and it went. So, yeah.
Something big shifted for you in the practice.
Hi. Today I wasn't, I was in and out a lot. I didn't connect a lot. I was in and out, and my mind is busy just thinking of the day and the week coming up, and also I have a little bit of stiffness and burning back from my back pain. So I was in and out, but it was still good because it's like I don't know, mental stretching. I got a little bit of mental stretching. So it's a great way to start the week for me to do that. And even if I didn't get a specific result, I still felt that I made friends with my body a little bit.
Yeah, let's not talk in terms of results. So, I'm just hearing Neil's voice in my head a lot here, both in relation to Jackie's practice and Petra's practice. So this is, one thing he says over and over again is that this is a developmental process, that it is something that develops slowly, very slowly over time. And then there's something that he said on retreat, and I remember writing it down and then squaring it off and starring it in my book. We were allowed to take notes when he was teaching. That was the only time we were allowed to write. But he said, terrible meditation practice, your mind wandered and went off 100,000 times. Good for you. That's like the best meditation practice you can have, because he always uses the analogy of it being like lifting a weight, right? It's like your muscle got super strong in that meditation practice, right? Because as opposed to the person that just sat there and was like, I'm at one with everything and I'm feeling everything, and there's no training going on there. But the people that really had to focus and train their mind, good for you. Like, you had the best meditation practice ever. So it's, it's switching the, we have to unjudge ourselves, because it's just so completely messed up the way we think about things. Because really, exactly what you said, Petra, which was, I can't remember exactly how you put it, but it was like a perfect way to train your mind or to come into the week, right? because you said, instead of saying, letting your mind go here, there, and everywhere, or it was, you're like, okay, no, we're doing this. No, we're doing this. No, we're doing this. So you know what? Petra probably had the best meditation practice.
Ah.
Yeah. Gold stars for Petra. She got stronger than everybody. Right. And then that frustration, that tension can relax, because it's in the coming back. It's in the coming back that you're developing that muscle. You're getting stronger. It's that incremental development is happening, which is wonderful. Great. Anything else before we close up? I'm going to be posting something a little bit later today. In July, I'm going to be offering an intensive where I am going to make available that I'll meet with you. I think it's like the 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, whatever, like the Monday through Thursday is. And we're going to spend 4 days on earth breathing, earth descent. I'm going to spend 2 days with the lying down practice, 2 days with the sitting up practice. I'm going to ask you to do certain connective tissue practices before you come, so your body's prepared. I'm going to teach you about the practice. We're going to go through the practice together. I'm going to provide you with supportive yoga practices that you can do on your own in the day afterwards, like a restorative practice that will connect you to the earth. I've gone through some of Linda's recipes and pulled out some of the root foods so that we can really be in the earth over 4 days. Sorry, I've got a tickle. And I'm telling you this so that you can start to think if it's something that you feel called to do. And you can start to, we can start to support each other in making space for this in our lives. Because there will be, you know, a level of commitment to make the space, to show up for it, to commit yourself to the practice and to the practices that will be required to do before and after. And I think it will allow us to create that foundation that's so necessary for the practice. To go back and retrace those steps that are a little weak in our practice. So watch for that later today. For many of you in Europe, maybe you'll see it probably tomorrow. But just watch for that. Okay. All right, so have a good rest of the day, and I'll see you on the forum this week. Namaste.
Thank you. Namaste. Namaste.